Hello everybody, this is Etho and welcome back guys to another episode. I got something to show you here. We're in a creative world right now and I've been working on that idea I brought up last episode at the end of it, you remember? Where we're going to build a mobile storage room at our amplified terrain area. We're going to try to get that going today. But in my creative world here, I've been working out the little details on how it's going to work and I am pretty happy with what we got here. It looks like it's gonna go okay. So just to rehash the idea with you, basically we're gonna build these storage room shells. We're gonna have a few of them around the amplified terrain, and the storage minecarts are gonna move between the different storage room areas. And depending on where I am in the amplified terrain world, I can just hit a button at one of the storage rooms nearby and all the contents will move to where I'm at. And that way I don't have to keep running back and forth or setting up temporary chests all over the place. Because I do that in the man cave and I gotta tell you, it is annoying. I waste like 2-3 minutes every time I forget an item when I'm building something in there. And sometimes I'll like set up temporary chests and fill them up with junk. And then I finish up my project and I totally forget about the stuff in the chests, and it's like, where did all my redstone go? And then I find it a couple months later. It's like, oh my goodness, this chest is loaded with pistons and redstone, and so I've done that quite a few times. Hopefully, with this mobile storage room idea, that's not going to happen as much. So let me show you how it works. I just got a test set up here. I don't have several stations set up. I just have one set up and it's feeding into itself using this minecart looping track. So here we go. This is what it does. Press the button, get it going, and it sends out 5 minecarts at a time, sort of in a train type of deal, and then they all funnel in at the next station. They'll fall in from the top like that, and they all line up very nicely in the proper order, which is really important, because otherwise, like if we have signs here labeling what's in each of the chests and they go out of order, you're never going to find anything. The storage rooms is going to be really annoying. So yeah, it seems to work pretty good. This design is totally modular too. I can add as many of these columns as I want, or no. No. These are rows, right? Wait. I'm going to mess this up. This is a row, this is a column. So I can have as many, either way, I can have as many columns or rows as I want with this. I'm not going to overanalyze that. The way the redstone and all the tracks are set up, it's expandable. You can have as many or as little carts as you want with it. And I got it nicely compact here. I'm really, really happy with how I did the redstone. So let's do it again. You can see it goes over a detector rail over here. When it goes over the detector rail, it tells this thing to trigger again. And you see it triggered there, but there's no carts in it. So that's what stops it from looping over and over. So that would be column. You can have any amount in the column you want because of that, because it'll keep running until there's no more minecarts left, basically. And then let's get it going again. We will focus on the row sorting. So it comes around, feeds into the station here. It goes over this detector rail, and it makes these track junctions. Slurring my words like crazy. Trigger at just the right time that they all split and go into their proper column. So that's cool. And the way that is done, I figured it'd be easier just to show you here than doing it in the LP world. And in the LP world, we're going to be focusing on making the stations work together, which I don't have set up here. We have to figure that out yet. Alright. So when it goes over this, it sends a... depending on the length of this current, you can adjust this to add more columns in if you want. But it goes, starts here, triggers this junction first, 2 ticks later triggers this one, then this one, then this one, and that's how it breaks them up like that. And these pistons trigger 2 ticks apart too, so they're in sync with each other down here. So that is pretty cool. So there are a couple issues with this I'm going to point out just with the way Minecraft works. If you try to send one of these minecart trains into unloaded chunks, like a station that's far, far away, all the carts are going to merge together, kind of, and have fun, have fun separating them. I'm not going to deal with that with my setup. So if you plan on doing it, you're going to have to come up with a way of separating them afterwards, which I may look into eventually, but not with what I'm doing here. Second issue, if you log out, log back in, the minecarts both have a visual glitch, like they're being shown down here. They're not actually down there. They're in the same spot as these minecarts, basically. So there's a visual glitch, and they also will fall down into the other minecart below, so they're merged together, actually. Thankfully, though, they seem to separate themselves properly. See when they're riding, how there's 2 together now? And when they fall down, they should all work out okay. A little bit of a visual glitch going on still, I think. But yeah, we had seeds in the bottom, that in the top before. And now it's worked out properly. Even if it doesn't look like it, it is. It just takes a little while for it to resync when you log back in. And that's, yeah, that one's down here, even though it's there. Alright, cool. So we have our plan figured out. I know what we got to do. I'm going to start building now. We're in our LP world finally. 7 minutes in. What is going on here? But there was a lot to show, and I actually forgot to show a few things. But I want to try set up 3 of those today. 3 of them is enough to show it working and demonstrate the idea. Later, as I feel I need more around the area, I will build more, and then it should be pretty easy to connect them together, I would say. So I think I want one up here in this area. I like this area quite a bit. You got this cool view over here. There's like a pathway that way, and I especially like this side because we have the lake below, and I want to do some stuff with this lake. And then you have this amazing overhang that runs for a long, long ways in the darkness that I want to do something with too eventually. So we'll put one maybe against this wall. Alright. Oh, it's getting nighttime. I think I'm going to put another one at the top of our jump pad area here. Let's see if we can do this again today. Oh man. It's actually pretty challenging. Wait. I paused there for a second. I was thinking maybe here, but I'm not sure yet. This is probably too close to the other one we're building. Alright, so let's go up further. And I think at the very top I was planning, not here, a little bit further. Woohoo! Never gets old, I love that. In this area, maybe against that wall, we'll have another one. The issue with this area though, is there's so much darkness up there and the mobs just like trail down the mountain. And I'm worried it's going to get blown up if I build something here. This would be a good spot though because this is up high and we could, if we're ever building something at the top of the mountain area, this would be a good storage room location. And I'm not sure where I'm putting the other one yet. I'm going to look around. But I will get to it here and I will catch you up probably in an hour or 2 when I get it all done. So be right back. And we are back, guys. We are back. I got 3 of those stations set up, all wired and redstoned up, which is cool. We're going to start testing them out now. This is like 3 or 4 hours later. Big surprise. This is going to take a lot longer than I initially expected. Setting up the stations did only take like an hour or 2, but I'm starting to run the tracks between the stations, and this place is huge. Like, seriously, I have to run the track so far. Yeah. This is not a small project. Anyway, we're gonna go test this out. So let's see. I had a. Where do I gotta jump down? I think we should aim for. Yeah, I think let's aim for over there for this test. I want to see if it keeps the train formation as it runs our path here. So it's basically gonna go down this thing, and then it dead ends, and then it falls a long, long ways. And I'm hoping it looks cool as it falls. So that's sort of what I'm going for. And we got to make sure the carts don't merge in on each other as it does this. If they do, we have to change this up quite a bit. Alright, so here we go. Run! Don't miss it. Don't miss it. How have I not died yet? I don't know. I've had so many close calls. Oh, here they come. Yeah, that looked good actually. That was good. There they go. Oh man. Just to go from one station to the other one. This is the track we got running right now. I have to definitely make sure no mobs can spawn in this stuff or go on the tracks. Otherwise, all the contents in the minecarts are going to get mixed up and messed up. Oh no. No! Why did it not work? Oh, they all went to the first one. Aw, man. All except for one. This one went to the proper spot, I'm guessing. I may have some timings wrong. This is where we put that second one, by the way. I just put it in this wall. I may move this cart rail so it hangs underneath there instead of going through the mountain like I have it currently. What it's doing actually is kind of cool. It goes... You can probably see it better over here. It's pretty complicated to run the track through this kind of terrain actually. Let's see, let's go up and over here. Alright, so this is overhang, the same overhang. You can see actually I didn't do a good job of it. This line is that's where the track is. It's right on top of those blocks. So it comes out this way, takes a right, goes down this way through the mountain, and then up and around somehow. Yeah, and then it falls from there. So that is the first stretch of our journey. I gotta try to figure out why this did not keep the right timing though, so I will be right back. Aha, so I got the problem figured out here. Hopefully it's not too big a problem to fix it. This is why I didn't just do a tutorial, by the way. I wanna I wanna like test this thing out for reals and make sure it works the way I hope it does. Because if this thing is a major flop, that would be a big waste of time for everybody. So the issue is these junctions, normally when I set it up originally, they defaulted to face to the right. Now they're facing to the left, so it's opposite because it's a different direction we're facing. So I'm hoping I can just... Let's see, let's get a redstone torch going here and invert the thing, and then I guess we'll just change the delay a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. Here, let's just put this on top. Alright, so now that torch adds a tick of delay, so let's decrease this. And these default to the proper direction now, I believe. Yeah. So, next time we run this, it should work. Yeah, goes all the way to the end. Cool. Alright, I'm going to run it again. Let's see what happens. I'm noticing our first one here is incorrect as well, so I'll have to change it if this works. Let me show you how I'm loading them. I'm just basically dropping it in from here. Pretty easy. Seems to go in the right place always. Alright, cool. Let's try it out. I know this is a lot of work. This is more work than just running back and forth ever will be, but this is what makes Minecraft fun, is doing stuff like this. Oh no, you don't! Not gonna happen. Alright. And it is nighttime and raining. Maybe I'll cut one more time and pass the time. Oh yeah, and this time I put some items in the chest so we can make sure they go in the right order. So from the left to the right, we got stone, redstone, grass, cobblestone, and coal. So they should end up that way at the station down there too. If they go in the proper order. Alright. Let's go. Try beat it there if we can. We gotta go over this way. And... oh man, I get so turned around. Yeah, I think we're in the right spot. I think it's just right there. Ooh, that could have been bad. I am totally lost now. We are not gonna beat it. Oh. Fail ender pearl. Fail ender pearl. Okay, well... I made such an effort to get there early. Oh, wow. Come on. There we go. Did they... okay, they're here. They are a little out of place, aren't they? What is up with that? Stone, redstone, grass, cobblestone, and coal. Woohoo! That's the right order, but they move forward a little bit. Unless it's a visual thing. I think they did move forward, though. Although I can't bump them. Oh! Oh, I think it... oh yeah, they were in the right spot. So they desync like boats do visually, and it can really make things hard to figure out sometimes. I think they are in the right spot, actually. Okay, good. Alright guys, so we have maybe 10 minutes left this episode, and I've decided we will go do a project at the man cave because we've been we've been really focusing on this area. I want to get a good start to it, right? But I don't want to give you guys the impression we left the man cave behind, and honestly I'm sick of digging rail lines today, so I don't want to do any more here anyway. But before we go, I'm going to tell you a little more on the plan with this thing. Because as it is, it's not set up correctly. I don't actually want this rail line to connect to this thing. I want it to run beside it, right? And only if the carts are supposed to go here, then there will be a junction that triggers, and then the carts can go into the station if they're supposed to. His idea is not that they go to the next station down the line. They go to the station that's calling them, which could be any of them. So when I hit a button here, it's going to trigger a T flip-flop, which will convert a junction to let the carts go to the station I hit the button at, right? You still following me? It also has to tell the other stations that they should try release their carts, and the station that has the carts, it'll send them down into a loop. We'll make a loop between all the stations. To actually call the carts, I think the best way is going to be to send a cart down the rail line, because we have a rail line set. Instead of running a redstone signal to all the stations, we'll use the track we have, send a cart down, and as it passes by each of the stations, it's going to do the same as basically pressing this button here. If there's carts at that station, it will release them down the track. If there's nothing, it won't do anything. So the carts will go down the loop, and then they'll go to the station that has the T flip-flop set. Uh-oh. Stop. Stop. Take it back. Oh, I'm destroying everything. Oh, man. I really wish you could stack carts. Like, really, really wish that right about now, because these are not fun to move around. It is a pain. Oh, I do have the chests. Okay, good. Let me fix this. I don't remember how to fix it. I think I had that there, and then... nope, that's not right. Alright, all good. All fixed. The other station I built, by the way, I never did show it. We'll have to run the rail out this way, to this hill, through this hill, and then... oh, man. So hard to maneuver the terrain. This is why we need to set things up more efficiently. Yeah, it'll go through this hill. There's an arch that we have to make it cross. Let's go down. I think by the torches is where I have it. Yeah, it's over here, but there's an arch between these two mountains. We'll have to make it run through there or underneath the arch and try to build something cool, like a cool little rail line. And then it ends up here. And I don't know if I'm building something here yet. I kind of like this spot, so maybe we will. But yeah, that's where I got it. Found out something new today too, by the way. Something I didn't know about Minecraft. If you have a jump boost of 2, you don't take fall damage as easily. You can drop 5 blocks without taking fall damage, which I did not know. That is actually pretty cool. If you drop 6 blocks, you do take fall damage, though. Yeah. So many mobs. Alright, everybody. So we have made our way back, and we are actually going to do some resource gathering here, which is not something I usually do on camera, but this is special. This is very, very special. I haven't used our ice tray here in months. In months, I tell you. So long, I can't even remember when I did it last, because I like this thing so much that I basically gathered enough ice to last a lifetime, I thought. But we have finally ran out. I had so much ice stored up, and now it's going. It's all gone, and we have to get more. And I love collecting ice. That sound is so great. Let's see if it still works. Yep, looking good. Perfect. Alright, cool. And it survived the patches. I am happy. What are you doing in here? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. We're all good. So what I want to do here, guys, just really quickly, we don't have much time left, but I'm going to do a little work on this room. This is our mob room, where the mobs fall down and give us all their precious gunpowder. Got quite a bit of gunpowder, which is good. Haha, lots of gunpowder, lots of drops, and it's getting messy at this point. We better turn them down too. They're gonna get annoying very quickly. Yeah, things are starting to get messy in this room. Like, I'm dumping it into all these extra chests, and I'm just gonna pile the chests more and more. Oh, no you don't. No you don't. I caught a baby zombie heading towards this village, so I I reinforced it a little bit better now with leaves and stuff, because that scared me. He would have took out all the villagers, I think, if I didn't catch him. Anyway, we should probably keep a similar theme to what we did here, because it's not a very big room. I don't want to do any drastic change to the theme. So I brought some bricks, and I figure... Get out of here. Drop anything? No. Figure we will do a brick rim around this window. Ooh, that's scary. I don't really want this glass here. I liked it more without it, but the drops are splatting all over the place, and I didn't really have a good way of dealing with that, because there's always that chance mobs are going to bump into each other on the way down, and they'll fall outside and not land on the hoppers. Even if I lowered the hoppers, yeah. So I think we'll just have to leave it the way it is. But we'll do brick there, and maybe another thing of bricks here, like this, and then we will put a water stream here, kind of like what we do out there. The water is inset 1 block, and I don't know if we can pull off this thing with the stairs that we do around, but that would be cool. We also need to sort of set up some automatic sorting here. So let's plan to put a chest access in the middle. Maybe we'll do it like this. Chest here. I want 5 total. put maybe 2 over here. Or are these trap chests? I don't want trap chests. Wait a second. Let's get the regular ones. Not that it really matters. I just prefer using regular ones when I can. Well, actually, we will need... Yeah, let's do that. Have a trapped one there and a regular one right next to it. And then we'll go over a block this way. Do the same thing. And keep the pattern, so trapped on the outside. Not that it matters, I have this... I want everything to be symmetrical when I do it like this. Okay, so we will put bones and arrows in maybe this side, and we will put zombie flesh and gunpowder in this one, and then we will put random other stuff in this middle one, like the sugar and the glowstone in the bottles. We will try root to that. So maybe let me do a little bit here. We're not going to get much done, but I'll try to do a little bit. Okay, everyone, so I didn't get much done with the room here, but I decided to focus on getting the sorting system in place. So the floor is all ripped up still, and I'm going to make it look nice a little later. But yeah, all the items, they go down this hopper chain here towards the end, and as they pass through here, they end up sorted in these chests. So this one's for bones, this one's for arrows. Oh, you did not just do that. Where did you come from? The middle one is gunpowder, because that's the most important. You got zombie flesh, and then this is for random items that don't get sorted in to anything else. And it's a pretty classic design. Basically, comparator, wire goes down, goes to a repeater, and then to a redstone torch up to the hopper. This hopper faces to the left, this one faces to the right and to the chest, and that's about all you need. Oh yeah, and then there's... Oh wait, not in that one. There's items in there to identify it. Anyway, so we got our comment for today picked out, and I thought I'd bring this one up because I kind of forgot to look at this when we were in the creative world before, but it says, "Hey Etho, I saw that boat launcher thing you built and thought maybe you could try creating a minecart launcher as well. 3 or so power rails and then launch with a slime block, land on a power rail and keep going until at destination. Also, I think the item detecting carts instead of the time carts would be better. It will probably take more work to make, but I think it will pay off later on. As in, you won't have to do as much work later." Thank you for your input. So yeah, let's head over to that world again, and I'll show you what happens with slime, or with slime block minecart launching. Because I was a little disappointed, to be honest. Because we were planning on making minecarts fly between the islands, and that is probably not going to happen too well. Basically, that's as far as you're gonna get. It loses its speed really quickly, which is kind of sad. Oops. Did it too quick there. So this is with an upward piston and a sideways one. So that is like what you're gonna get at max. If you take away the sideways one, you get this instead. Yeah. So I don't know about that. Don't know. It's not really much to see. But anyway, we will keep thinking about our future plans with the amplified terrain and hopefully do projects around the man cave still. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you again next time. Have yourselves a good day. Bye bye.